to another OSBA game this week. I believe we are on Bears TV for this one. This is AI Prep with their home opener going up against the Father Henry Carr Crusaders. My name is Ryan Greco, and I'm going to be flying solo on this one. As Kelsey Wright Johnson not going to be available for this one, so yeah, we're flying solo. We're going to try and have fun with this one, and it's going to be quite an entertaining matchup between these two. AI Prep, of course, finishing third last year, getting bounced out in the semifinals, looking for a return to glory after winning the first ever OSBA title back in 2016. That team, of course, led by current Milwaukee Buck Thon Maker, and the rest of that team, and also Mator Maker on that squad. A lot of very impressive players on that roster that took it home on the very first OSBA, but they're trying to get themselves back to that former glory. Rather new roster that's turned over for AI Prep, but still a lot of familiar faces. Of course, Lugens Dort, also the BioSteel, 2017 BioSteel MVP. He's on this squad this year, trying to make some noise. Sam Routens, of course, of the Routens family. He's joining this team this year to try and bring home a title for AI Prep, and we're going to be back in just a moment after the singing of our national anthem. And of course, we are both on Bears TV and here on YouTube. OSBA Game of the Week, as the starting lineups are being announced here for AI Prep. Of course, once again, my name is Ryan Greco, doing color and commentary for this one. Flying solo. So we'll try and do this to the best of our abilities for this one. But what a matchup we have. A very scrappy Father Henry Carr team. Team looking to bounce back from a tough year last year, their first official year in the OSBA, or excuse me, their second year. They're of course one of the original teams of the OSBA. But this is the first year that they have. This is the second year, excuse me, where they fully dove into the prep circuit. There will be no OFSA for Father Henry Carr in this specific prep squad, as there was back in 2016. And they're really looking to try and make a name for themselves. Once again, you know, the very well-known and decorated and celebrated program out of Rexdale, Ontario, going up against Athlete Institute, the pride of Orangeville, Ontario. Two very, very storied and proud franchises taking on both teams, actually, both organizations sporting NBA players. Mind you, of course, Father Henry Carr having a year or two with current NBA player Memphis Grizzlies Dylan Brooks. and possibly another player in the coming future with Jalen Poyser, who actually played on both of these teams. But let's talk about the kids that are here right now, putting it all out on the floor, as there's going to be a turnover, and it's going to be Father Henry Carr ball here on the sidelines. And inbounding it is number 15, Tadre Morse, and bringing it up is Dominic Bakuteka. Morse, no finish there. Rebound is Addison Patterson. Guy who made quite a name for himself in his first year last year in the OSBA. Attempted dunk is no good. Here's Patterson though, off the rebound over to Giovanni Scott. And the rim's off a little bit there. Morse up, no good, just misses. And there's going to be a stop to play here, as that attempted dunk there by Ben Hendricks has completely tilted the rim here at AI. And that is a big boy that was trying to throw it down just now. It's 6'10", 205 pounds out of Mississauga, Ontario. But here's the inbound. And no, there's going to be there has to be a stoppage to play here. There's got to be a stoppage to play. And both teams are going to be going back to their benches. And there it is, though. It's going to be number 1, Sam Routens, who pushes the rim back up, and we're back to normal, and here we go. Inbound. Shot goes up. Nope, finds inside. Bakuteka. Don't forget his name. He's starting point guard here for Father Henry Carr. Now number 0, Lugens Dortz. Dort bringing it up, gets it over to Hendricks. Hendricks looking for Patterson, gets him. Here's Patterson now, off the screen, up, in, rolls just out, but it's Giovanni Scott who picks it up. And Scott, the 6'7" product out of Jane and Finch, finishes. There's a block by Patterson, and there's going to be a foul on number 13, Joshua Morgan. And unfortunately, Morgan tried to get that shot off, but Patterson, just too athletic, closed the window just in time. It's going to be AI Prep ball now. They lead 2-0, 8:33 to go here in the first. Dort. Hendricks. Patterson. Patterson finds a mid-range jumper, knocks it down. Nice little space there created off the screen. Father Henry Carr just didn't have a defender in time to close out. Easy bucket for Patterson. Now here's Morse. Morse. That's over to Morgan. Morse. Morgan. Great defense there by Patterson, though. Knocking off the angle, coughs it up. Here's Routens. Routens looking up, and just can't throw it over to Dort in time. And here's a fast break opportunity for Father Henry Carr. Foul on Hendricks. And I believe that's going to be on the ground. No, it's not. It's going to be a shooting foul for number 5, Dale Edwards. For Father Henry Carr, the Crusaders, opportunity to get themselves on the board here from the charity stripe. No good on the first one, just a little strong. Dale Edwards, 6'5", class of 2019. Still has one more year with Father Henry Carr after this. Getting some major minutes, though, in that preseason tournament and the beginning of this season. No good on first 2 free throws, though. Dort up and in, and that's just something you can't do, though, if you're up against AI Prep. This is a team that consistently finishes in the top 3. Shot goes up. And there's going to be great block or a charging foul there on Bakuteka. Here's Dort. Father Henry Carr still yet to score here. Dort for 3. No good. It was right on the line, too. Routens inside to Hendricks. Hendricks. Great defense, though, of Father Henry Carr turning it over. Morgan, though, didn't see where he was going. Father Henry Carr, though, still with the ball. Nice transition pass and a big block by Scott. Rebound Hendricks, and they're off to the races. Dort throws it down for AI Prep, and they lead 8-0. 6:57 to go here. Father Henry Carr, not the start they wanted in this game. And now, Bakutika, will he be able to kill the drought here? Morse creates some space, shot goes up. No good, just rims out Scott with the rebound. Patterson throws it down. Staring down Bakutika on the fast break there. And it's going to be a timeout. Father Henry Carr up 10-0, or excuse me, AI Prep up 10-0. The timeout is by Father Henry Carr. Much needed. And my goodness, I mean, unfortunately, Father Henry Carr just not finding any ways to really create any open mid-range jumpers here, really settling for those jumpers. Whereas AI Prep off to the races consistently here, showing some great effort on defense. And that's a big reason why they find themselves up 10-0. We're going to take a quick break. It is AI Prep 10, Father Henry Carr nothing. 6:33 to go here in the first. And we are back here. OSBA TV. AI Prep with a 10-0 lead over Father Henry Carr. Not the start the Crusaders were hoping for. Unable to get a basket so far. Missing 2 free throws at the line. Missing a number of jumpers. Getting blocked at the rim. Just a great defensive effort by AI Prep to kick off this game. Here's Morgan. We'll see if the Crusaders can set something up here. Morse. Nice find there. Bakutika, great finish there. Or Bakuteka, excuse me. Shot no good. Coming into the game is Keyshawn Barthélemy. Hendricks with the rebound. Barthélemy tried to keep it inbound, slipped out. The kid out of Montreal, Quebec. A new addition to this AI Prep roster. Also into this game right now as well for AI Prep is number 11, Kobe Lamb. Very impressive player. Got a chance to see him play a couple of times over the summer in the AAU circuit. Very, very impressive mid-range jumper he's got. And Bakuteka knocks down the 3, cuts the lead in half here for Father Henry Carr. He's got all 5 points for the Crusaders. Barthélemy up, just rims out, and Dang can't bring it down. Or Dole, excuse me, John Dole, who's on the floor for AI Prep. His dribble into the corner, Morgan. Bakuteka, no good. And Lamb over to Barthélemy. Barthélemy showing a little bit of hops up there. Gets it in, 12-5 for AI Prep now. Bakuteka, no good again. Second straight missed shot there for him. Dort on the fast break, knocks it down, and that's something AI Prep, they love to run. Both of these Orangeville teams, so long and athletic, love to show off the fast break abilities. A big reason why they can jump out to such big leads at the high school level here in the OSBA. That was Fallerman. Morse. One thing we're seeing here, Morse, Morgan, and Bakuteka taking a lot of the shots for the Crusaders. Nice underhand reverse jam by Giovanni Scott. and he is looking great right now. Definitely slimmed down a little bit over the offseason. Coming back in fine form there, showing it off. A big block there. And the fast break one more time. Barthélemy, no good, just misses. The big man comes down with it though, goes up. Big block, but it's going to be a foul for number 22, Marcus Harding. And AI Prep going to the line here. Knocks down the first. 17-5 right now, AI Prep leading. And unfortunately, Mabeni Nam was the one there that knocked those two down. 6'11" out of South Sudan, class of 2020. Also had the huge rejection earlier. That was Nam. Here's Morse. Morse, pull-up jumper, knocks it down. Very impressive shot there over Lamb. And gets a steal. Morse inside, and a nice finish there by number 22, Marcus Harding. 18-9 now. Patterson bringing it up himself. Goes all the way to the rim, no foul. And Nam can't come down with it. Here's Harding to Morgan to Morse. Tries to go up himself and gets the nice kiss off the glass. And here's the full court press, something the Crusaders were so effective at. It's going to be out of bounds. No, yes, it's going to be out of bounds on Barthélemy. Barthélemy trying to argue the call there, but Bakuteka able to knock it out of his hands. Here's Morgan. Bakuteka tries to get it inside to Harding. The pass was just a little bit off behind Harding as he was cutting into the basket. And you just can't afford turnovers like that when you've already gotten a little bit of momentum going. And now AI Prep has a chance to re-extend this lead with 2:50 to go here in the first. Patterson, nice inside. Nam throws it down. And all the blue shirts were around Patterson, expecting him to go up himself. But Patterson showing excellent vision, and he's a guy that you got to watch. You're going to be watching him for a long, long time, ladies and gentlemen. Addison Patterson came onto this team last year and just walked on halfway through and got a starting nod a couple of times. Morse up, in again. And here's a guy that they're going to be relying on a lot this year, Tadre Morse. Patterson now, fast break one more time. Tries to get it inside. Here's Nam. Turnaround jumper, great block there by Harding though, getting right up there with the big man. Here's the take to the basket, up and in. What a finish there. Number 24, Muro Amadou. Very impressive finish. 6'4" guard out of Calgary, Alberta, class of 2018. Morse up, rolls it back in, and he's been the main scorer here for the Crusaders early on. And there's going to be a substitution coming back onto the floor for AI Prep is Sam Routens. Coming off is going to be both Barthélemy and Patterson for AI Prep. Dort and Routens are coming back in. Of course, Dort, as we said earlier, BioSteel MVP for 2017. Huge game there. A 40-plus point performance. Dort, no good on the three this time, though. Hendricks trying to get the rebound. Can't get it. Oh, nice behind the back play there by Morgan. Up and finish. No, can't finish with the left hand. Too much contact. Excellent defense there by number 24, Amadou, for AI Prep. And Morgan, you kind of cringe a little bit when you see a nice little nifty play there. He's feeling good about himself, trying to finish with the left hand, and it just rolls out. And that's just kind of been the Crusaders' game so far in a nutshell. Knocks it down, though, recenters himself. And that was some great defense there by number 22, J.J. Sador. And there's Routens. Knocks down the three. Shot goes up, no good. Routens trying to come down with the rebound. It's going to be Hendricks, though. Gets it off, and once again off to the races, and a big throwdown by Dort. What a throwdown. 57 seconds to go here. 10-point lead for AI Prep. Oh, nice find inside. Harding just can't finish. Routens on the fast break. Bounces off a Crusader leg. It's off Morris. And ball inside here. Amadou. Oh, great defense there. And Bakuteka had a hand right in there, and he's been playing some very good defense here for the Crusaders so far. Harding knocks it down. Excuse me, no, over Harding. That was Ben Hendricks. Nice little pull-up jumper at the charity line. Morse creates space for himself off Dort. Push off, still rims it in. Excellent finish by Morse, creating the space off the physicality. Oh, Routens, what a way to find in the basket there. Both players, it didn't look like either Crusader defender was expecting him to come into the basket like that before realizing it was too late. Routens, and that's just a high IQ play by a very high IQ player coming out of the Routens clan. Couldn't get the finish with the left hand though, but still one of the better decisions we've seen in a night full of great decisions in basketball here. 9.6 remaining in the first quarter. Routens at the line, his first year here with AI Prep. .63 guard out of Toronto, class of 2018. This is senior year. Rolls in, gets the kind shooter's roll on the first one. Of course, brother of Andy Routens, son of Leo Routens. Morse can't make it, but and that's going to do the first quarter here, and AI Prep holding on to a 9-point lead so far. And despite the rough start for the Father Henry Carr Crusaders, who were down 10-0 with not scoring their first basket until 6:30 in the first quarter, have made the most of it here and have kept themselves within striking distance. But you have to wonder if they can sustain it against this impressive AI Prep squad who's been running up and down the floor at reckless abandon at breakneck speed. A couple of real impressive highlights to kick off this game. We'll see if we're going to see more of that in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's OSBA TV, Game of the Week, Part 2. We've got AI Prep with their home opener here against the Father Henry Carr Crusaders out of Rexdale, Ontario. Two very impressive programs as far as their NBA pedigree is concerned. Father Henry Carr, got some players like Tyler Ennis and Dylan Brooks that have worn the royal blue for the Crusaders here. AI Prep, of course, Murray, Maker, couple of high-profile guys themselves. And both of these teams are now doing battle, though. Let's talk about the kids on the floor right now. Shot goes up and misses. That's Morse. Patterson up and nice throw down to Giovanni Scott. And that is the last thing you want to see right now if you're Father Henry Carr. And once again, that net That net is just taking a beating on the visitors' end right now here in Orangeville. And this is Ben Kwawakume in for Father Henry Carr, or excuse me, sorry, Jalen Menzies, my bad. Sorry, Jalen. He's getting his first look, and Patterson throws it down. Here's Morse. He's trying to work off the dribble here. Bakuteka, Morse trying to work off the smaller defender, mid-range jumper. Tough shot there. That's not a shot you necessarily want to see when you see the isolation on the smaller defender, but Barthélemy going right at Morse. Can't finish though, but Hendricks right there to clean it up. Keeps his hands high, finishes, and it's 36-21 for AI Prep. Bakuteka bringing it up. Here's Menzies. Morse. Bakuteka. Nice Euro step there to find the open man. Tries to find inside there. That was the giveaway. The shot is missed. Menzies on the inbound to Morse. 38-21. Orangeville's kicked off this second quarter with an 8-0 run in less than 2 minutes. And the Crusaders, they're in tough right now, just trying to find any way to score. Morse. Nice move in there. Harding. So you can try and find him the ball a little bit more. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Morse. Here's Morse. Gets past Hendricks. Tries to go up himself. No good. And the rebound's going to be Barthélemy, and he's off to the races one more time. Nice inbound pass and a big throwdown by Addison Patterson. Second year here at AI Prep, making all kinds of impressions over the summer. He's got looks from about every major D1 school you can ask for. Harding working inside on Hendricks, kicks it out. Father Henry Carr just doesn't really know what they're looking for right now. Into the game now for the Crusaders is Dale Edwards, number 5. And number 14, Ilya Golashapov. Inbound is Patterson now bringing it up. One of the things that you've got 3 different guys who can bring up the ball on the floor for AI Prep on the floor right now. Dort, Patterson, and Barthélemy. A kick inside to Scott. Scott, is up and under. Trying to be careful. There's Hendricks working under. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be white ball as Scott was on the floor just trying not to get trampled on by his own teammate off the rebound. Inbound now on Barthélemy. Over to Hendricks. Hendricks works inside, finds it in. Just can't roll in though. And Hendricks, he's got to make sure that he's attacking the rim a little bit more aggressively on that one there. He had the inside move. He could have finished with the left-hand layup, but chose to try and hook shot it. And here comes Father Henry Carr. Menzies, long 2, no good. Hendricks with another rebound. Barthélemy now. Patterson. Patterson for 3. No good. Rebounds Dort. Almost threw it down there. Big rebound though by Golashapov. Bakukeda. Hendricks now, rebound. Patterson off to the races one more time. The fast breaks are coming fast and furiously, no pun intended. And there's another steal. Menzies, though, is going to let it go out. And it still remains Father Henry Carr ball. Now Father Henry Carr getting a little taste of their own medicine here, getting ran up and down the floor on these fast breaks. AI Prep, they are handling business so far in this first half, up by 21. They've doubled up Father Henry Carr, 42-21. 6:11 remaining here in the second quarter. Bakukeda kicks it out. Menzies, once again, another long 2, knocks it down. Menzies, that's the second time he's knocked out. He's taking a shot with his foot on the line. He's got to be a little bit more aware of where he is on the floor when he's taking those shots, try and help out his team a little bit more. And there's Routens. He's going to get fouled. Bakukeda, though, is the one that looks like he got the worst for wear on that. Maybe took a knee to the face a little bit. as Routens was trying to get by the screen. He's going to stay on the floor, though, both players. No, it looks like Bakuketa is actually coming off. And he's just walking off the floor. There's only 4 players on the floor right now for as Morgan's going to now come back in for Father Henry Carr. Josh Morgan in, number 13. As Bakuketa Bakuteka, excuse me. And we're going to have a quick timeout here. There's this injury here. We'll actually be right back in a moment. It is 42-23 for AI Prep over Father Henry Carr. I'd like to welcome everybody back here, OSBA TV, Game of the Week Part 2. Second game of the night, AI Prep, their home opener here. Earlier tonight we had Orangeville Prep take out the Vaughan Crusaders 111-81, successfully defending home court. We'll see if AI Prep can do the same. And they're well on their way so far with a 42-23 lead here with 5:46 to go here in the first half. Father Henry Carr really just having a hard time right now trying to figure out their scoring outside of Tadre Morse and Joshua Morgan. And it's looking like there's a couple of wet spots and a little bit of blood on the floor here from that earlier injury from Bakuteka. But we're going to get right back to action here in a few moments. And really, you just got to use this as an opportunity for Father Henry Carr to kind of collect yourselves and really just kind of more emphasis on the team play. It just seems there's a lot of ISO ball going on right now for Father Henry Carr. And, you know, I've been here watching this team now play for the past 2 years. And Father Henry Carr, they rely a lot on the isolation game, but it is not nearly their strongest suit. It's just not a good way to win basketball games, period, in this league, when there's so many teams with so much great team defense and athletes that can kind of keep up with you and make those quick rolls and switches. And if there's any team that you really don't want to do that against, it's AI Prep. I mean, this is a team that almost any guy can guard any other guy on the opposing side of the floor because they have the superior size and athleticism. And if you're going to beat a team like AI Prep or an Orangeville Prep, you got to do things like that. Jalen Menzies comes in with the steal and a fearless finish at the top there with a flying Dort right over top of him. It's that tough defense you're going to need to continue to create. And on the offensive end, finish your opportunities. Dort now kicks it off to the corner. Up and in. You can count it for Amadou out of Calgary, Alberta. Morgan playing point guard now, bringing it up. He's guarded by Amadou. In the corner is Menzies. Back to Morgan. Morgan rejects the screen, cuts it in himself, but gets rejected big time there by number 24, Amadou. He's just all over the place right now for AI Prep. Routens. He's got the ball, hesitates. Amadou, can he do it one more time? Kicks it out. Shot goes up and in, and that's the first bucket and the first appearance from John Dwell. And he gets it done. Second player out of South Sudan here for AI Prep on this roster. Both him and Nam trying to follow in Thonmaker's footsteps, and Maturmaker trying to be one of the top guys, bring a title home here for AI Prep in the OSBA. Routens, no good. Rebound, Hendricks. But it gets ripped away from him there. Great effort on the defensive end. Menzies, and a big block by Dort, just getting up with two hands. Amadou to Routens. Inside to Hendricks, waits just a little too long, a little short, but there's Routens right underneath, tips it back in. And it's a heartbreaker for if you're a Crusader fan to just see that. You know, you've done everything right, get back, rotate, but then at the last minute, no one boxes out the smallest guy, and Routens, not the type to make mental mistakes, finishes it. Morgan, three, no good. Dort gets the rebound. And he's going to get called with a foul on number 11 for Father Henry Carr. You're going to have to excuse me. I don't have a name for him at this moment. We'll see if we can get that rectified for the second half. Number 11 and Father Henry Carr, he's going to get called with the foul. Now Addison Patterson now bringing it up. Trying to create some space on the ISO. Gets over to Routens. Routens off the screen, up and in. No, just can't finish it. But right there to pick it up is Dole. He can't finish either. And Father Henry Carr gets the stop. Here's Menzies. Menzies now taking a look. Trying to work it around. Here's Morgan. Morgan to the corner. Number 11 up and gets the friendly roll. Inside, Dole finishes on the inside. Give him 4 on the night. And the two South Sudanese big boys are on the floor here for AI Prep. See if they can try and get a couple block shots here. And it's off Barthélemy, who jumped just a little bit too soon. Ball goes off him. And now Father Henry Carr, they got to take advantage of this second chance opportunity here. Find themselves down by 23 here in the second quarter. 2:56 to go. Yeah, the start of the season has not been kind to the Crusaders. They're 1-2. They have played more games than any other team in the league so far. This is their 4th game already. Here's Lamb, Kobe Lamb, who's back in the game. Nice finish. We said earlier he's got a deadly mid-range jumper, but he's also showing his ability to finish at the rim on the fast break there. Here's Morse. Morse kicks it out in the corner. Shot, knocks it down. Number 11, Father Henry Carr. As I said before, we'll try and get that rectified, get a name to that number for the second half. Here's Patterson. Patterson knocks it down. I want to say a quick little shout out to Mark Williamson giving me the lowdown. Xavier Croft is the number 11 here for Father Henry Carr, and Menzies knocks it over. Morgan goes up. It's going to be a charging call though. Kobe Lamb right there making the right decision just outside the circle, gets called. And Croft is going to come out now, and in is Baku Take, or Taka. And there's going to be another timeout here, and with that, we're going to take a quick break as well. It is 54-29, or AI Prep, over the Father Henry Carr Crusaders. We'll be right back. We're back, OSBA TV action. We've got AI Prep holding on to a very comfortable 54-29 lead with 2:05 to go here in the half over Father Henry Carr. This is game number 2 of our game of the week this week. There's Duel in the corner. Sador can't knock down the 3, rims out. Morris back on the floor here for Father Henry Carr. He's going to take it up now. Trying to take on Patterson, gets stripped. And there's guys fighting for the ball there. And that was Mabeni Nam that was getting in the scrum there with Morris trying to wrestle for it. And it's going to be AI Prep ball off the jump ball. Patterson running point for AI Prep. See what he creates. Rejects the screen, tries to kick it out. Big man's not there for it, but AI Prep recovers with a steal. And Lamb, there's going to be the over and back. A little bit of breakdown in communication there for AI Prep. And Father Henry Carr, opportunity to bite into this lead a little bit before the half. You can imagine a disappointing start to this game for this team. Xavier Croft now goes up, no good, misses the shot. Patterson. Nice little dish off there. There you go. Father Henry Carr taking advantage. Baku Take getting out there. Receiving the forward pass by Morse. 57 seconds remaining now. 56-31. Lamb tries to go up. No call on Croft. Nice behind the back there on Morse. Morse up, lays it in. Patterson decides that it's not worth the layup, and there's going to be another quick timeout. And with that, we are going to take another quick break here. It's really, so far, it's just been a very, it's really kind of tough to quantify this game right now. It just seems like AI is doing everything they possibly can, or everything they want, staying aggressive, creating turnovers, finishing their layups. Whereas Father and Ricardo, they're starting to come alive a little bit here. We've seen in these final 2 minutes, scoring 6 points, almost all of them off of fast break opportunities. And really that's where their bread is, but that's something that AI Prep can do as well. And as a result, if you're going to play fast like that, you have to make sure you're getting back on defense. And that's just something they've been struggling with throughout this entire game. And you just can't afford the little mistakes and turnovers that we've been seeing from the Father Henry Carr Crusaders so far. So they've got a lot to talk about in this halftime when it comes along. Finding themselves down by 23. You're not gonna overcome a 20+ point deficit in 3 possessions. You've got to do it one little bit at a time. You got to put in the work, just one little bit at a time, one possession at a time. Try and chip away, limiting the offensive opportunities of this team. As AI Prep now with the 2 South Sudanese giants out there, and John Duel and Mabeni Nam both standing. Duel sitting at 6'8", Nam standing at 6'11". There's a turnover though, and here's Henry Carr trying to run up and in. Excellent finish there. Number 5, Dale Edwards. Small forward able to lay it in for the Crusaders. 25 seconds remaining. Sador for 3, no good. But the big guys are there underneath. And Patterson, easiest bucket of his night, as Menzies was the one there tasked with trying to box him out. And unfortunately, that's about a half a foot in height difference. Patterson just so good at being at the right place at the right time, finishing up under the rim. And there was a foul, but he didn't even flinch when he was going up finishing there. And you got to feel for a guy like Menzies who, you see him go 100 miles an hour and bust his butt every single chance he gets when he's out there. But against a guy like Patterson, he's just completely physically outmatched. And Lamb there gets a hand on it, along with Patterson. And a guy we haven't seen too much of, Kobe Lamb, but don't get it twisted. He's a guy that can play on this AI Prep team. Up and in. Oh, it looked like he got a little bit of contact there, but Morris gets it back. Menzies, no good on the jump shot. Rebound, Patterson, and that's going to do the half as he throws it up And AI Prep with a commanding 59-35 lead going into the break here. And really, once again, kind of going over what we were saying in the last timeout. Father Henry Carr is just going to need to try and find a way to chip away after every possession. They're just finding themselves physically outmatched in the paint. Just a tough run about it right now for them. AI Prep, on the other hand, they are cruising with a 24-point lead going into the third quarter. My name's Ryan Greco. This is OSBA Game of the Week here on YouTube. And we will be back in just a few minutes' time to start off this third quarter. And we're back, OSBA TV. Father Henry Carr taking on AI Prep here in Orangeville. Unfortunately, not the half Father Henry Carr was hoping for, as they find themselves down 59-35 to the home team. Great save there by Morrissey, though, but does roll off the foot of Morgan, Joshua Morgan. Out of bounds, AI Prep ball, and they're going to look to try and continue this dominance that they've had, or that they've enjoyed in that first half. Starting lineups back on the floor for both teams. Addison Patterson bringing it up here for AI Prep. Here's Routens, kicks it out to Scott. Scott, his first attempted three of the game is no good. Out of bounds, it's going to be blue ball there. And Dr. Taka is bringing it up here for the Crusaders. Here's Joshua Morgan, guarded by Patterson. Going to try and take him on. Goes in, and there's going to be a foul there. We'll see who it's on. The foul's going to be on Giovanni Scott. And going to the line is Joshua Morgan, 6'1" guard, class of 2020. Couple of young guys on this team, and that's something that's been a running theme with these first two games that we've seen here at Game of the Week. A lot of young teams going at each other. Last week, of course, Ridley College and Kings Collegiate, Christian Kings, or Kings Christian. Had a bit of a moment there, but just a lot of younger teams that have kind of slowly been coming into their own as this league has continued. Very few seniors on the floor this year. Dort throws it down, though. Speaking of seniors, there's the big man himself throwing it down. As I said earlier, BioSteel MVP last year. Joined AI Prep this year, looking to try and bring home an OSBA title. A title that this team had earned back in 2016, led by Thon Maker. And there's a nice steal by Routens off of Morse. Patterson throws it up, and Dort gets it to squeeze in there. Bakutaka inside. Harding, excuse me, can't finish. Routens up, can't throw it down to Patterson. A couple of alley-oop attempts here. AI Prep just can't get it done. Addison rolls it in, no good. Morris with the rebound, and here we go. Back off to the races. They've got the numbers. Father Henry Carr, Morris trying to do it himself, rolls out, tries to go up again, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line, and I believe the foul there is going to be on Ben Hendricks. And Morris has been relying a lot of isolation ball to score in this game so far. Leading scorer for the Crusaders. Misses his first free throw. And once again, that's kind of been a running theme here. Missed opportunities. Father Henry Carr not shooting well from the free throw line in this game. Part of the reason why they weren't able to score within the first 3 minutes of this contest. But Morris gets that one to roll. 63-37 now for AI Prep. Patterson, guarded by Bakutaka. Patterson almost good. There it is. Yeah, he got called with a carry there. A little bit of a late call, but the right one nonetheless, as it was clear Patterson kind of took a step there with the ball clearly over his hand. Here's Morgan bringing it up now. Gets it over to Morse. Morse, Bakutaka. Harding, Bakutaka. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound Patterson. Nearly gets it stripped though, but he's got it back. Patterson's got quite a few rebounds in this game. Giovanni Scott lets it fly for three, no good. He's 0 for 2 from behind the arc, but it doesn't matter, as that's the second time now in this game we've seen Sam Routens just take advantage of some sleeping defenders under the rim there, getting the offensive board and pushing it back in, despite being possibly the second smallest guy on the floor. Morris can't finish. Routens up, lays it in. 67-37 now, and the route is on for AI Prep, as we're just not seeing a whole lot of anything coming out of the Crusaders right now. Just very low on energy, only making a couple of shots here and there. Just having a hard time getting anything going. Big block there, but there is going to be a foul as Bakutaka is going to be going to the line here. Big block there by Scott, but it is still a foul nonetheless. 7:11 to go here in the third quarter. Some substitutions. Patterson coming on is number 5, Keyshawn Barthélemy out of Montreal, Quebec, in his first season with AI Prep. Coming out as well, Giovanni Scott, number 13. Coming back in is going to be number 32, John Dwell, a South Sudanese big man. Class of 2019. And Bakutaka continuing his team's cold streak from the free throw line. Missing another one. Makes good on the second though. 67-38 here, third quarter. Dort cuts to the basket, loses it. Morgan now on the fast break. Nice pro hop there over Barthélemy, and a great finish by Morgan to get Father Henry Carr up to 40. Barthélemy now guarded by Menzies. Menzies still staying with him. Here's Dort, guarded by Morgan. Dort kicks it inside, and it looks like the ball just slipped a little bit there on the pass from Dort. And Dwell was not able to handle it. Oh, there's going to be a offensive foul on Routens. Routens able to keep his feet still as he got knocked in the face there. Inbound is to Dwell. We got another Father Henry Carr alumni in the crowd here to watch this game. Antuia Tuahin, who played all of his high school basketball in Father Henry Carr. Actually got his number retired by them last year. And he was actually a teammate at Arizona State with the one and only James Harden. A guy who he's still to this day is involved in business endeavors and things of that nature. It's good to see the alumni is coming back and showing some love despite the deficit that Father Henry Carr finds himself in right now, down 68-40. At the line right now, Ben Hendricks out of Mississauga, Ontario, 6'10" power forward. One of the veterans on this team for AI Prep. Oh, nice find inside. Harding with the finish, but Bakutaka, what a pass there on the fast break. Whizzes it right by the AI Prep defender for an easy bucket for Harding. Barthélemy kicks in the corner. Routens, no good. Rebound. Routens gets his own rebound, finds it inside. Barthélemy up and in, almost gets undercut, but here's Hendricks. Tries to dunk it down, but does get it to squeeze through over Harding. And there's an attempted steal by Routens. 70-42 now. And here's Bakutaka. Menzies. Morgan guarded by Dort. Menzies up and in, gets all sorts of contact from Hendricks. And you're not going to find a bigger David versus Goliath matchup in this game than 5'9" Jalen Menzies going up against 6'10" Ben Hendricks. Menzies crashing to the floor on that one, but he is going to go to the line for two. And Hendricks, who's checking his mouth for a little bit of blood there, is going to head to the bench. And Menzies, you want to talk about a guy, as he once again continuing that cold streak for Father Henry Carr on the free throw line here. Here's a guy who literally played his way into the starting lineup last year for the Crusaders. But he is definitely their sixth man above nothing else. Comes on, tries to add a little bit of spark for this team. They're going to need a lot of that in this one in the second half. But they get a break there. Patterson missing the layup. Down the lane. Lamb it's going to be a blocking foul this time though. Looks like Lamb was not set as he was reaching in before taking the hit. That was Kobe Lamb for the foul for AI Prep. Going to the line is going to be Dale Edwards for the Crusaders. Edwards, seen him a couple of times now crashing down the lane. Very physical guard. And that's something about this Father Henry Carr team. I mean, they do have some size. I mean, a lot of their guards are standing anywhere between 6'4" and 6'5". It's really just a matter of it just kind of seems more like it's chemistry than anything right now. Of course, it's early in the season. Guys really starting to get to know each other. One thing that we know about prep basketball at the high school level is there is a lot more turnover than what you're used to seeing at the regular high school level. A lot of kids transfer, whether it's playing time or whether it's whatever could be a better fit for them, or coaching or moving, or all sorts of different reasons why players move around, or players coming up to this level as well. There's Harding with the steal, but he gets it taken away. Barthélemy gets it right back. Here's Kobe Lamb. Kobe holds on to it to Patterson. Patterson now tries to go up. There's going to be a foul. It looks like Edwards had left his feet just a little too early, trying to jump the shot by Patterson, but Patterson showing the patience well beyond his years to just stay on the ground and take the foul. Barthélemy is going to be in there for the inbound. But yeah, as we said before, you know, you're going to see some games like this in the beginning of the year. Duel for three, knocks it down, the big man out of the South Sudan. Here's Morgan, tries to respond, no good, but the rebound. Bakutaka up to Morgan, and Morgan finishes over the much bigger Mabeni Nam, trying to avoid the foul there. And Duel tries to throw it down, big man! Gets it over Edwards. But here's the fast break. Can Father Henry Carr respond? Morgan rims out, rebound, Nam. Patterson. Bakutaka was trying to get the steal, but it's a clear foul on Patterson in the open floor. And that's one that's just got to make you cringe if you're the Crusader coaching staff, to pick up a foul literally at center court. Patterson now gets it back. He's going to be guarded by Edwards. Patterson kicks it out. Duel loses it. Menzies with the steal. He's off to the races on Lamb. Tries to get it over him, but Lamb just showing off the vert there. On the fast break now to Patterson. Patterson fakes the pass. And there's Barthélemy with the put down. What a throwdown by the kid out of Montreal. Menzies can't get it. Harding, though, with the putback. 77-49 here for AI Prep. 3:33 to go in the third. And the score may not be close, but my goodness, has it been entertaining so far in this third quarter. Patterson, guarded by Menzies. Patterson backing in. Turnaround jumper, no good. A little too strong there. Joshua Morgan now, once again on the fast break. Up and can't finish. Edwards can't get it either. Barthélemy with the rebound. Barthélemy splits the D, throws it up to Patterson and throws it down one more time. Addison Patterson from Keyshawn Barthélemy. Bakutaka, what a nice little up and under that is, though. 79-51. Here's Cole. Oh, gets stripped. Bakutaka, here we go. Gonna try and put it in. Nice, simple, easy layup with the left hand. 79-53. Edwards playing D on Patterson. Patterson now taking his time, trying to set something up here. Trying to work off the screen. Up and in, nice and calm, cool, collected, easy layup for the guard out of AI Prep. 81-53 now. 2:16 to go here in the third. Bakutaka. Morgan. Nice little mid-range jumper, tickles the twine for two. Patterson bringing it up. Patterson right by Harding. Rebound is Nam. And the big 6'11" center getting it done in the post. Bakutaka. Oh, nice find through the rim. Up and under. Nope. But there is going to be a foul on Nam. And Mabeni going to get called for the block there. And I mean, Bakutaka, I mean, this kid, he has just been punishing himself on the floor throughout this game. As is Dominic Bakutaka. And he's going to go to the line here as well. There's another smaller guy, 5'9", listed, class of 2018 senior. A guy we didn't see on the Crusaders last year. Trying to bring some explosiveness to this team at the point guard position as their starting guard. As we said earlier, he got hit in the mouth earlier, had to come off the floor. There was blood on the floor actually because of that collision. They're just falling straight on the ground after going up against the big guy there, Mabeni Nam. Knocks down the first free throw though. And as I said before, he's just been a warrior on the floor so far for the Crusaders, sacrificing his body at every turn, trying to get his team back in it here and just, at the very least, make it close. Good on the second. Dort's going to be running the point now, bringing it up as Patterson takes a seat. Tries to find Hendricks. Does. Hendricks having a look around. And Dort getting a little bit of free space there, lets it fly and knocks it down. 86-57 now, 1:14 to go here in the third. Here's Dale Edwards. Gets it over to Dominic Bakutaka. He's guarded. Can't finish. There's some great defense by number 10 for AI Prep. That's Daniel Frolin, who's actually getting his first appearance here. Another kid out of Calgary, Alberta, class of 2020. Playing some great defense there to kick off his AI Prep home debut. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor here with a minute to go. And I just think if you're AI Prep at this point, just don't get hurt. Play hard. Make sure that you're finishing your layups. If you're on the fast break, keep your head up when you're dribbling. Really just a lot of what they've already been doing. And most likely is going to be an opportunity for this for the team's reserves to kind of get some work here in a real game atmosphere. Unless Father Henry Carr can really muscle it out here. And one thing we haven't seen from Father Henry Carr yet in this game has been that patented full court press. I mean, it worked for them a little bit at the beginning of this game, but ever since then, we just haven't seen anything from them. And that was a press that they loved to run near the end of last year, especially. A lot of talented guards and seniors that moved on from that team, though. And you can see Coach Melnick now working the X's and O's, trying to create some open shots for his team. And that's really all you can hope for at this point if you're the coaching staff of the Crusaders. You've got to continue to try and move the ball a little bit better, stay aggressive on defense, create turnovers. But really, I just think the biggest challenge that they've faced so far has been the isolation game has just not been working for this team. It has not been consistent. They have to find better ways at moving the ball around this AI Prep defense and creating some more open looks. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of what we're still seeing right now, and just some low percentage shots. And despite the fact that they're making them, the majority of their layups has been the reason that they have 57 in this so far. As play resumes now, Dort's on the inbound, and it's going to be Crusader ball as Sador gets it knocked loose by Menzies. And now the Crusaders, as I speak, their defense, their front court defense creates the turnover. There's a slip, and they turn it right back over. And that was Michael Green who loses control. This is his first appearance for the Crusaders in this game. Dort, oh, nice steal there. Bakutaka up and in. There's going to be a foul. Going to be two shots. And both coaches wanted to know what the call is officially as the referees are gathering here to find out what it's going to be. It's going to be a blocking and And Coach Charles over there for AI Prep, he's trying to plead his case, saying that it was Bakutaka that was initiating the contact there on Hendricks. But despite that, it's still going to be a blocking foul. Bakutaka makes good on the first one. A very talented player, though. We've seen some good things here from the Father Henry Carr guards and capabilities of finishing at the rim. Another guy that I like so far from what I'm seeing is number 22 on the Crusaders, Marcus Harding, showing some great physicality, matching up with the bigs in the post there. A guy that, and that's something that a lot of these public schools in the OSBA, they struggle with is trying to get guys with size. A lot of those guys that are big with size, they want to be in the prep programs. They want to be playing in the States all of the time. They want a more major focus on basketball. And when you're representing a public school like Father Henry Carr or Vaughan, you're really kind of dealing with a lot of guys that, they're playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder because they're the ones that are kind of in a way getting overlooked by some of these prep programs, not just either in the OSBA, but across all of Canada and the United States. So that's why you see a lot of these fast, agile public school teams out here just doing everything they can to keep up with the big guys. And you know what? They're doing an admirable job as far as their defense is concerned. There's Morris, and once again, speaking of their defense, active hands, creating turnovers. Bakutaka looks like he might have gotten hit there a little bit. Here's Menzies, kicks it inside. Edwards creates the contact, goes up, and there's just nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. He ran into a South Sudanese wall. That was Nam and Dul. There's a find. And there's going to be a foul there on Michael Green as he was caught in the air. And you could see there that Dul was trying to get that pass over to Nam for a quick dunk, but the push was just too much there for him to get the ball off, and it's going to be a foul. And now going to the line is number 32 for AI Prep, John Dul. And here's a guy who, continuing that tradition of big men for AI Prep coming out of the South Sudan. The previous guys, of course, the Maker brothers, Thon and Matur. Matur still playing his high school basketball at this time, whereas Thon enjoying his second year in the NBA as a starter for the Milwaukee Bucks. And we'll see if these big guys themselves, as there's a nice finish there by Nam to close out this third quarter. And they'll see if they can join those ranks at some points in their basketball careers. But for now, they're enjoying a 30-point lead for AI Prep over Father Henry Carr going into the fourth. My name is Ryan Greco, and with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome everybody back. Second game of the OSBA Games of the Week here. AI Prep doing a great job of defending home court here against Father Henry Carr Crusaders. 89-59 they lead going into this fourth quarter. There's a find inside, but once again, turnover, Father Henry Carr. Bakutaka, Dominic Bakutaka trying to get it up over to Jalen Menzies. Shot goes off, no good. And Routens goes up for the rebound. It's going to be AI Prep ball. Getting the rebound. Patterson bringing it up. Seeing a bit of a smaller lineup here for the AI Prep. Kobe Lamb for three. Knocks it down, and the foul. And we talked about it. We talked about it at the beginning of this game of just how deadly of a shooter Kobe Lamb is. Didn't really get a chance to show that off in this game so far. But this might be the quarter we see it. And you couldn't ask for a better way to get on the score sheet with a possible 4-point play. No good. A little strong, but the rebound is Routens. Gets stripped. Looked like he got all ball from up here, but the referees say otherwise. Dale Edwards is going to get the call. And there's going to be a substitution. Number 22, Marcus Harding in for Michael Green. Harding, a guy I was just talking about just before the break. One of the guys I found a little bit more impressive in this game so far for the Crusaders. Just always finding himself in the thick of things. Not really seeing him give up the ball or create any unnecessary turnovers. Finishing well in the rim under much bigger defenders. And Routens now no good on the free throw. He's not happy with himself. A guy who comes from a long line of shooters. Can imagine he might be hearing about that every time. And he misses both. Rare miss on both as Edwards gets the rebound. Here's Morse. Morse now guarded by Scott. Morse leans into the body. Nice finish there though. Morse all refreshed now. Not a lot of playing time in that third quarter. Barthélemy, who's played a lot of this game. Lamb, Routens steps up for three. Knocks it down at the top of the key. 95-61. And don't look now, but AI Prep they're about to hit the century mark, and we still have 8 minutes to go in this game. And Dominic Bakutaka gets the rebound, but it looks like he got hit in the back there, and that could be his night. I mean, he's just been getting beat up. And I don't know if you want to keep sending out one of your better players out there to just keep getting beat up when you're down by 32. Bringing it up is Patterson now. Morgan's into the game. Harding now on the switch. Scott loses it, knocks it back out though to Barthélemy, who kicks it over to Routens. Routens doesn't even think about it, just lets it fly. But you could tell even just from in here, just the elbow was just a little bit too kind of tucked in. The pronation of the right hand when he released it was a little bit off. You could tell he was going to miss that one. Here's Morgan. Morse. And there's going to be a foul. And no, it's going to be an offensive foul as Routens gets the call for the charge on Morse. But here we go. Full court pressure is now on. Full court man-to-man, excuse me. Patterson, guarded by Morse. Oh, great steal there by Harding. Menzies lays it up. 30-point lead now for AI Prep. 8 minutes to go in this game. Scott, bullet pass to Barthélemy. Keeps it in somehow, but it's going to be Morgan that is the benefactor. And obvious foul at the center court there by Scott, trying to kill the fast break there for the Crusaders, and it works. He had a foul to give, but it looks like he got the worst of that. It looks like he got, he got hit in the nether regions, unfortunately. You can see him on the ground. Ooh. You didn't really see it right away there. And looking at the action still on the court here, though, it's going to be Morgan getting a free throw here. That's it. And he's going to look at it because it's a flagrant out in the open floor, obvious foul. Makes good on the second one, and they keep possession, of course, with it being a flagrant foul. Scott's still on the floor, though, feeling the after effects of his selfless defense. Here's Edwards. Menzies. Menzies guarded by Sador. Menzies puts it up. No good. And that's going to be out of bounds, and the Crusaders hold on to it. Let's see if they can try and claw their way back into this game, trying to make it a little bit more interesting. Harding, big rejection though by Nam. The big guy now on the fast break. Gets it over Duel. Duel, no, but Nam one more time, tries to hold on to it, just couldn't get full grip on it, slips out of his hands. Crusaders ball. A couple of substitutions now. And coming in is Xavier Croft. Here's Morgan, bringing it up. Hesitates, puts it up, no good. Rebounds is Nam. Dort bringing it up, he's back into the game. Shot goes up, no good, just can't get it to fall there. That's number 10. Daniel Frowlin. Here we go, we got a little bit of chaos on the other end here though. Morgan up, nice finish there though. 95-69, 6:57 to go here in this game. AI Prep with a comfortable lead, though they have yet to score in the last minute and a half. Will it end here? Dort, he's probably going to go to the line there. And it looks like, who's on the floor there? That's number 15, Tadre Morse, who looks like he took an elbow off the face there. You hate to see that from a guy who's so important to this Crusader team. But he's back up. He's back up. He'll be okay. And at the line here is number 0, Lugens Dort. And what can't we say about this guy? 6'5", 210, jumps out of the gym. Almost looking like the Canadian Zion Williamson with the way that he's throwing it down and knocking down big shots for his teams over his high school career. Of course, this is his first season with AI Prep. Here's Morgan. Croft to Morgan. Loses a handle on it. Dort bringing it up, but he's going slow and steady. Trying to eat off some clock now at this point. Goes up. Tries to kiss it off, no good. Morse with the rebound. He's off to the races though. Crusaders a little bit of a quicker tempo. Tries to go up himself and finishes. Excellent finish by Morse. He's definitely been the brightest spot here for this team. And there's a steal by Morse. Gets it to Morgan. Morse gonna put it down and he's able to just sneak it in there. With the squeeze dunk, and then and he tips the pass as well. He's all over the place here for the Crusaders. And Dort. And the referee's calling for time because they didn't want the music playing during the game here. Didn't know that was against the rules. Duel. There's a block shot by Croft. Give him the block, and he's got to look up. Got to look up. Here's in time. Croft, nice finish at the rim there. You got to reward the guy for playing some great defense. Excellent finish there, Xavier Croft. 6'4", forward, class of 2019. Dort for 3, no good. Rims out. Menzies can't. Look, he's walking the tightrope, just a bit outside, and it's going to be Bears ball. Couple of substitutions. Onto the floor is Patterson and Giovanni Scott, and Ben Hendricks back in. JJ Sador for 3, knocks it down. 100-75. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go here in this game. Joshua Morgan. Guarded by Patterson. Nice little crossover there. Splits to D. Tries to go up. Mid-range jumper. Knocks it down. Easily his smoothest looking basket of the night. Excellent finish there. Here's Dort. Tries to go on the crossover with the stutter step. No good. Gets fouled though. And he's going to go to the line for 2. 4:59 to go here in this game. And don't look now, but Father Henry Carr, they've bit into this lead just a little bit. Down by 23 now. At one point in this game, they were down by as much as 35. So if you're doing your math correctly, they have won this quarter. As a Dort made good on the first. Here's his second free throw. Knocks it down. 102-77 now. Morgan's going to bring it up. He's defended by Patterson. Patterson staying with him. Morgan over on the inside. Can't knock it down. And Scott trying to hold on to the ball there. Dort for 3. No good. Rebound Menzies. Menzies now going to bring it up, guarded by Sador. Gets right by him. He's going to try and go up and in himself. He gets the foul, and that looks like it could be on Giovanni Scott. Nope, it's going to be Hendricks. Hendricks going to his coach, trying to figure out what he did. But it looked like Hendricks had just bumped Menzies just a little bit there in the corner as he was coming in. We'll take a quick look at the replay here. It looks like he just got his right arm there and kind of flinged him down, but I feel like the majority of the contact there was by Scott. Interesting call. Nonetheless, it was a foul. Menzies at the line, can't make good on the first. It's been a very recurring theme here for the Crusaders. Miss, make. Menzies knocks down the second. There's another miss, make. And Croft gets a hand on the ball there, knocks it out of Patterson's hand, and it's actually going to be Crusader ball. It's Crusader ball. Referee says Patterson was the last one to have a hand on it. Excellent defense there by Croft. Morgan now. Morgan, nice spin move and drops his defender. Can't get it to stop though. Great block. Teammates are there to pick him up. Patterson up and in, and he knocks it down. And Addison Patterson, he's excited, and so is Sador. Gets the rebound. Tries to work it inside, but there's the steal by the big man, Ilya Goloshapov. Morgan kicks it out. Menzies knocks down the long 2. 104-80 now. Giovanni Scott. A great defense there, though, by the big man out of Crusaders, but there was no one there for the rebound, and it was an easy bucket for Mabeni Nam, all 6'11" of them. No one even close to him there. I could have really boxed him out. But Goloshapov, a guy we haven't seen too much in this game. Of course, an import here for the Crusaders. Excellent defense shown there, though. Just kept his hands up the whole way through. Scott had nowhere to go. Not much more you could ask for in a fast break as far as defense is concerned. And now Joshua Morgan's at the line here. He knocks down the first. And, I mean, the Crusaders, 3:51 to go here. I think coming back to win would be a bit of a stretch, but they can certainly make it interesting if they continue their defense the way that they are right now. This is by far their best offensive output in the game as far as quarters go. Morgan now. There's going to be another foul, and they're just seeing it consistently as you know, guys on the Crusaders roster right now, guys on the floor are either spacing out. They're either spacing out and giving the guy with the ball some room to maneuver, kind of in a way saying as the full court press is now on. Croft knocks it out. Still going to be AI prep ball, but really just kind of saying, okay, well, let's give you the space to see what you can do to work with, trusting your teammates. And as a result, it's kind of worked so far for them in this quarter. Also at other times, cutting open, making sure they're getting open when the ball is dead. We're seeing improvement right now, but it's unfortunately could be just a little too late. There's a steal by Croft again. Give him about 3 or 4 on the night now. Nice Euro step, but a nice knock loose by Barthélemy. A lot of great defense, though, we are seeing in this game so far. Barthélemy pulls up for a long two, no good. Big rebound, though, by the big man out of the Crusaders. Oh, nice pass by Croft. And a great finish on the inside there for number 12, Zion Nganati. Here's Routens. Routens, nice little running jumper, knocks it down, 108-83. 25-point lead here for AI Prep, 2:56 remaining in the game. Baku Taka gets it over to Morgan. Morgan, three, no good. No one there for the rebound, knocks it loose, but it goes out of bounds. And you could see there, that was number 12 for the Crusaders, Zion Nganati, that was trying to knock it loose, or trying to knock it back to one of his players. Unfortunately, there was no one there on the wing. Everybody already kind of moving back, expecting that that was going to be an AI Prep rebound. You got to always be vigilant. You got to know where your teammates are. But they get away with it here as it tipped off an AI Prep player. Morgan tries to work inside. A great find. Back at Taka. Morgan for three. Hand right in his face. No good. Excellent defense and closeout by Barthélemy. But there's that D again. That fast, that full court press. Father Henry Carr is so good at, but no one there that time. Barthélemy, oh, what a finish there. Very impressive. This AI Prep team, just too much today for the Crusaders. There's another turnover. Barthélemy bringing it up. Trying to find the open man. Does. Sador with the layup. Sador's got a few on the night now. Good finish. Morgan. 1:57 to go here. 112-83. And the lead is back up to 39. Or excuse me, 29. Nice find inside. Good finish. Little pick and roll there inside. Give that one to Ilya Goloshapov. Now handling the ball, number 10, Daniel Fraulen. Fraulen up, floater. Gets the kind roll? No, he doesn't. Goloshapov with the rebound. Loses it. Fraulen can't make it. Here's Croft. Tries to find inside, does. Up and in, nope, but he does get the foul. That is number 12, Zion Nganati. Out the line is Nganati. Not getting a lot of minutes in that first half, but eating up some time here in the second, and we're seeing some good things from him so far. Got some finishes at the rim, some great defense, challenging the bigger defenders, getting himself to the line. All you could really ask for out of a player right now. Makes good on the second. Here we go. Just over a minute remaining in this game. Fraulen now trying to get it outside. Gets it over to Sador. Sador kicks it over to Barthélemy. Barthélemy a long three there. Short. But the big rebound by the big man. Nam. Nope. That's wrestled away, though, by Goloshapov. Fast break in the other end. And what a finish there by Bakataka. Man, oh, man. What a game he's had for the Crusaders. And Barthélemy goes up himself. Nope, they're not going to call it. 44 seconds remaining. We'll see if Morris throws it down for the Crusaders. 112-89. And despite the, this game never really being in question, the Crusaders definitely showing a lot more life in this fourth quarter, finishing their tough baskets. And there you go, diving on the floor here. And that's what you love to see if you're a coach. You got guys here doing everything they can to try and get the ball. And take this into consideration. Tadre Morris just fell on the floor wrestling for a ball with 34 seconds remaining in a game where there's a 23-point difference. But that is the kind of effort that you expect to see at this level in the OSBA. That is the kind of passion that these players play with. Doesn't matter what the score is. You play hard every single second. And there's Menzies denying the pass. Another hard defensive play here. And the Crusaders, they're going to play him out to the very end here. Fraulen on the rebound, or excuse me, on the inbound. Barthélemy, nope, Menzies right there. One more time, Jalen Menzies showing that effort. Gotta love seeing that. As I said before, Menzies a guy who wasn't getting a whole lot of time at the beginning of last year coming off the bench. By the end of the year, he was their undisputed sixth man, and he still is this year. And they're going to be expecting bigger things from him as well. He's going to need to be this kind of player every single night in such a deep league at the guard position. Here's Sador for three from way out, knocks it down, and that's why he's their three-point specialist coming off the bench for AI Prep. 10 seconds remaining. Morgan puts one up. Barthelemy going to hold on to this one, and that's going to do it, folks, for the second half of the OSBA Game of the Week. AI Prep defending home court with a 115-89 victory. From start to finish, this one wasn't in doubt. AI Prep doing everything they needed to do from the very beginning. Excellent defense on the perimeter, great finishes in the lane, putting up almost a dunk show at times. Very, very, very impressive outing here. Father Henry Carr, what can we say? You know, you're going to have to try and forget about that first half, study the tape hard, try and figure out what they can do a little bit more as soon as they got away from the isolation game, or at least the space and pace game. As far as they started investing in the space and pace game, they started seeing a little bit more return on their investments on the offensive end. And that's going to do it here. My name is Ryan Greco. I want to thank all the production staff. So hard today to create this game and this atmosphere. I want to thank all the fans for coming out and supporting AI Prep and Orangeville Prep's home opener here in Orangeville. A big thank you to the visiting teams making the trip out. And we're going to see you next week. It's going to be a fun one, and the weeks are just beginning. The season's just started here in the OSBA. So my name is Ryan Greco, and for Kelsey Johnson and for the rest of the production staff here at Athlete Institute, I want to say have a great night. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you guys later.